Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Lumi, your host, and today we are playing Production Line. Now, this is a car factory simulation game. I think it's even the subtitle of it if you go onto Steam. So it is basically what it says it is. And as you can see, a little bit of a sneak peek in the menu. We're gonna start a new game. We're gonna go into the scenario for the medium factory, and we're gonna start it. It runs pretty smoothly, and this is a game that is pretty close to what I do in my daytime job. Now we're gonna choose, let's say, the lion icon, and I guess, what can we call them? Stream Car Industries. So we're gonna call it SCI or SAI. SCI. I think SCI is good. Something that's odd is that usually delete allows you to just delete the text on the right hand side of it, but here it goes more to the left hand side. The music is quite loud. I'm gonna drop it a bit down. I think even a bit more. Right, so this is the factory plan. We start out with 1.7 million, and that cash is gonna go quick. We're gonna pause immediately. As you can see, our expenses are going up, but our operating profit is going down. I don't know why that simulation is happening. We're at 0 for everything. Got a couple of office spaces. Now we're gonna need those, but first we need to assemble a rudimentary line. Now we need the resource importer. All of these green slots import resources. I think a good way to go, we could spread things out a bit and do a start kind of here, go around and come back here for finish. So we're gonna need resources here at the start. We're gonna start by the end, so there's an export. Like the thing is that as you advance in research, you get to unlock individual slots for every major station. So you get to refine the steps of your production line. Like here, the final one is an export station, and it does basically the paperwork and the shipping. It handles both of them at the same time. So it takes a total of, this simulates basically each second is a minute. So this takes 3 minutes and 36 seconds, and this takes them, well, it's basically the same. I think there may not be an advantage in taking the export like that, but some of the others, they definitely work faster. If you go for chassis assembly, it's 13 minutes and 11 seconds. Here you go to 6 minutes and then 2 minutes and 4. Well, seems to be maybe it's because it shows me because I cannot choose it yet. I've definitely seen it happen much quicker. Maybe it doesn't matter. We're gonna start. So here's the export station. We're gonna need quality check. Now I know already that these kind of look the same as one by one, so I'm gonna put a conveyor belt right up there. We're gonna quality check. Quality check will need 4 linear stations. Oh, went for research. So we're gonna do 1. It's gonna be like so, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna put the conveyor belt down like so. So we can just, once we unlock the extra quality stuff, we're gonna put it there. So this is what I know now. Electronics, that's where it gets a bit more finicky. I think it may be 1 by 1, but I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna be extra safe, take a bit more space. We're gonna go for fit accessories. Now that's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can even get like way bigger than that, so I'm gonna leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I'm just gonna put it here. Engine is basically the same deal. You're gonna have a lot of components going around, and for paint you basically gonna need to duplicate that every single time. So that's 4 of them. that I anticipate should be next to each other. So I'd say like so we can bring it out, because drying just takes a lot of time. And then there is the chassis assembly. Now the chassis assembly, we're going to work our way backwards. I think that's what we're going to do from here if we want to keep it pretty tight. So once we start unlocking more chassis stuff, we'll just go all the way back. Now that I think about it, we should maybe put the resource conveyor or resource importer here. That's probably the better place to start, to begin. We're gonna tie everything up together. I think like so is fine. Just make that curve. Then in a straight line all the way. So that's the simplistic way. I'm just planning ahead because we're gonna separate things. Now, there's the input slots for all of the materials that are going to be needed. So we need to use resource conveyors that will bring those resources from the resource importer. Now, I think, yes, we're going to run straight like that. And there's no more need for resources, but I'm gonna add an extra layer. So we get two sides that import resources, and that's gonna be quicker. So that's about setting up our stuff. We probably will need a research office here and there. I think we're gonna use the lower one for now. One is enough, and then we'll keep improving. Now, what we need is, we could go for improved efficiency, administration, we'll get QA, quality assurance specialization, advanced production, power production. Now power production is very good, especially if we can get it early on. We could get to generate our own power and not have to import it, so that reduces our costs. But also improving key components of our car to make it more attractive than just a bare bones car would not be a bad deal. Now, each scenario has an objective. This one is we need to sell 3,000 budget cars. Now, the market right now is also, let's see, budget cars. We are, the only model you start with is a sedan budget. So this is 7.97% of the market share. This is 9%, so having a compact budget would be great. So once we get up to having a design bureau, we will be able to research new car designs, and we're gonna go for that compact body because we're gonna wanna max out as much stuff as possible. So what I'm gonna go for, so we need to sell 10 cars to get any of these things. Improved efficiency, that's just to help us. Some of this stuff, administration would be nice, but I think we're gonna go for power production as a first research, and then we're gonna build our car. Now that's our sedan. I think we're gonna start with it as a green car. That's it. We're gonna set it at 21K. That's what we're gonna sell. So this production line, it's scheduled, so it goes through cycles. So right now it doesn't matter, but it basically just keeps on producing these things. So we're gonna start this entire thing. Everything is gonna get supplied with resources. So now the robots start working. Like the details on these things are so well done. That's one thing that I really appreciate. Now, okay. What happened here? Think fit body. Oh, I forgot one part. My bad. So we're gonna take that one, bring it back. I think fit body has 1, 2, 3, but way more than that. So we're gonna put it, I think about here will be the safe bit, and then we're gonna put this all the way back here. Now we can work some conveyors magic. For now. Oh yeah, forgot one thing. Resource conveyor. So this one was broken up because we moved that. That is fine. I'm gonna bring it like so. Resources are pouring in. They are creating a new chassis. You see it really like increase, move around. I really enjoy that. Now, why is this the thing that is closest to my real life job? Is because I'm a process engineer, so it's a different kind of industry, but basically what I do is optimize and reduce costs on products, lines, and so that's my daytime job, manage those projects to increase productivity basically. So this is pretty close, although I'm not in the car manufacturing business, which is a very tough business. It's pretty close to what I do. So to me, it's quite enjoyable to see that it has been made in a sensible way. The simulation of this game is actually not that bad. So as you see, our expenses spiked up. That was all of the resources that we basically had to buy outside. We weren't producing them in-house, so all the stuff like wheels and tires, everything's imported right now. So you get a bit of detail. We are going full speed, but you get to see how this would run in general speed. Like, so there's was the window? I think a window is being imported. In here we are setting, what's this one? Fitting the engine. So yeah, so it's not just the engine, the wheels, everything gets done at the same station. So of course, things happen one after the other. And that makes it slow. So that's why it's going to be better to just get afterwards, fit engine and fit the powertrain, radiator and everything one after the other, so that the car is not blocking one station, just getting one activity done. Now we're going to keep on moving. Our very first car is almost rolling off the line, going through export, and that's it. And now it's in the showroom. Now people have been looking at it. Wow, okay, it's sold immediately. These the low cost vehicles you tend to sell pretty quickly. Now as you can see, so we've got, it looks like we need to produce a lot more cars. Yeah, of course, because people want to buy them. Now our biggest or slowest place right now is this one. So I want to follow our costs very carefully. We are still making, oh wow, okay, gross profit on the model is really bad. And this is why, this is economies of scale. We are really spending a lot of money, overhead costs. So as you can see, we have a lot of, the components are not that bad. Production cost for this model is so expensive because we are just not making them fast enough, selling them quick enough. It's just taking too long. So we're gonna have to improve all of this a bit. So we're gonna do another fit body line. We're gonna need a resource importer, and we're gonna add extra conveyors, and we're gonna bring it back in. So at least we're gonna be doing this at the double rate. Maybe that's gonna be able to saturate our, and as you can see here, again, we are waiting. So we could do another paint station, although I didn't account for the fact that there's the resource importer here. We could actually do it like that, like this. So resource conveyor, but all of this costs money, of course. There we go, bringing it back in. Yeah, we could do with another chassis assembly, fit assembly, fit body assembly. There we go. Resources, this one was fine, got everything it needed. There we go. Oh, wait, I didn't, there's a little mistake down here. Okay, now stuff can keep going. How is our money? Okay, yeah, there was a bit more costs because we actually, if we look at expenses, it was capital investment. So we invested in new equipment. So that's basically what is tanking us right now. But we could take a loan for a few millions or for 100,000. That would help us out. As we can see now, we are producing enough chassis. This is getting a bit of our slow station. We are having some more slowdown in the engine fitting part now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a little bit of a bypass and start a conveyor. There we go. Now we got like double lines. Basically where we have the bottlenecks, we are improving things. The paint seems to be all right so far. Well, seems like we're moving at a decent rate right now. What we need to do is get more research offices, because we're gonna need to get those things quicker. This is gonna cost a lot in operating costs, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a loan, and I think we're gonna take the lowest loan for now. We're gonna see how that's gonna help us out. Okay, we're starting to get our cars rolling in at a better rate. I think we just sold, it just came in and got sold instantly. We're gonna bring it up. It's gonna give us a bit of a profit here if we put it at 23k. As you see, production cost has been halved really, because we're producing way more cars during a shorter lapse of time. So your fixed costs, which are paying the wages, let's say you pay X amount for a full month. If you're producing twice as many cars during that time, the part of the costs of paying your employees for each car gets reduced. So a car becomes essentially cheaper to build. Now, we can go for some specialization, I believe, and paint specialization is always a good one to go early on. But I don't know. I think maybe gonna go for robots. I think that's a good one to go first. And what we need to do is take advantage of these new power plants. Now we're gonna need to set it up somewhere, and I think here seems about a good place. Like so. And I think we need a lot of power plants for everything we are producing if we want to break even on our power consumption. It's a lot of capital investment, but overall we are decreasing our expenses in the, where is it, power purchase. As you can see, it's a decent chunk. It's $2,000 per hour, so it's an investment in the power plants, that's for sure. But here, I mean, I think with a couple more, we're all good. Now, we could add robots. We could upgrade a few slots, but we're going to do it selectively. And now we need to start differentiating from our competition. So we need to get some features that would be good for the client to have. And I personally feel like I like to add airbag and safety stuff, because I feel like every time I do this car company, I feel a bit more like Volvo, you know, and safety and the lives of the drivers is what is interesting. But unfortunately, it's not the cheapest things to get at. But if you do research, the cheapest things probably would be car music, electric windows. They're also things that have been there forever. But as you can see, security features are only 400. So that's the cheapest to get into. And then if you get central locking or car alarm, that's an easy or cheap feature to add to your car. So we'll do just that. We're gonna go and try and get it in front of our competition by making our vehicles a bit more attractive. As you can see now, it's poor value for money. They are already saying that a bit. They bought identical models, wrong body style, insufficient features. Now I agree with insufficient features. The wrong body style, we cannot do anything about it unless we start researching with a design studio, which we need to unlock with some research. Now, how are our profits doing? Operating profit is the dark blue line, is what we want to have above that central line that defines negatives and positives. So for now, we were okay. We're losing a bit more, but in the expenses, as you can see now, I think this is power purchase. It's gone down dramatically. So we're gonna go for, I think, central locking. I cannot. I require door specialization. So that was something I didn't account for. So we're gonna go for, where is the door specialization? Oh, it's down here behind body specialization. So we're gonna go for the body one. we're going to be able to produce faster as well, so that's a good thing. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, paint is really the bottleneck. I think we could even add a third line if we are a bit smart about this, because I think that would help us out now that it is slow as it is. Gonna need to wait out. I don't want to lose that chassis. It's okay if they wait a bit there, it's not a problem. There we go. So we're gonna remove that. We're gonna add another paint, and gonna do it like so. So fitting engine is gonna become the next bottleneck, that's for sure. I'm pretty certain that it'll be. Okay, so we got body specialization. We're gonna go for engine specialization next. Oh yeah, we forgot about that resource conveyor. There we go. So fit body, it comes right before the chassis assembly, so it's here. So what we'll do, we'll break this one off, and we actually will even break this one off. We're gonna let that idle for a bit because we're gonna need to fit these things. Well, actually, it can go front. Let's see. We're gonna do fitting doors. There we go. Resource conveyor. There we go. And then we're gonna need to fit the roof like so, and then fit the body frame. Now the body frame doesn't fit anymore due to this fit engine that we added. I'm gonna do it a bit differently. Okay, engine specialization. We are powering through research. Now we wanted that. Yeah, we need door specialization. Okay, so let's go. What was that one? Door specialization. Here we go. And we're gonna get that conveyor to just go straight. Doesn't want to do that. Okay, like so. And no stockpile. Yes, that's something that happened. And then does this one? No, it doesn't have a vehicle anymore. So we can remove that. Oh, that was the fit roof. That was supposed to stay there. Here we go, like so, and back into there. This one seems to be pretty much done. And we need a resource conveyor here. Now we can start working. Fit roof. Did I put fit doors first? Yes. So fit body frame. It's in the wrong order. I did a mistake. But it's no biggie. We can just move these things around. I think I can put that there. And then fit the roof here. And fit the body frame here. For now, we'll see if we shift these things around eventually. I think actually we should. Just to make it a bit more ergonomic. We're gonna bring that down here. That here. And that can come here. Alright. I think now we're all set to go. And so we'll be able to remove that one. Okay, we need resource conveyors. Gonna create a shortcut through here and another one here. Right, so that's all good, all nice and dandy. These things are going quick. We're gonna add some robots to this one, so it'll go a bit quicker, just in case that's our bottleneck. Right, our production didn't suffer too much. We're gonna get a bit of our capital back by removing all of this. I think we're good to go. Now we got one car in stock. Yeah, it's just insufficient features. We're working on that. 49 cars already sold. They are researching car alarm, as you can see. So view research. There it is. Car alarm. So they're having a few of those, but we're gonna catch up eventually. So we got fit doors. So in fit doors we can now also specialize. So we're gonna let that chassis move on. And now we're gonna remove that, and we're gonna put fit doors first. And then fit windows. And maybe even here, and then fit wing mirrors. There we go. Like so. Resource conveyor, always the resource conveyor. So now this is all gonna go much faster. The body frame seems to still be a bit of a blockage point. I'm gonna stop it coming from here because we're gonna start putting the engine in a bit of a more streamlined way. I think we should also stop down here. So this is the next slot not found, but that's okay. We're gonna work on it. This is pretty much all single things. Well, except for the wheel assembly we'll need, and the steering assembly we'll need to account for a little bit of space. But there we go. So we're gonna fit the powertrain like so. And then fit the radiator. That's the next one. This one can go. Fit exhausts. That's also a single one. Here we need to account for a bit more space. And then fit the steering assembly, probably right about here. But once all of these cars are gone. Resource conveyors. Okay, they are getting that fit. I think like this we're gonna be fine. More resource conveyors, and now we're gonna bring that there. Alright, so we're letting these things catch up a bit. Okay, so this is a bit of a slow bit. We're gonna add robots just so that it happens a bit faster. It seems to be helping. There we go. We are making money, so that's the good thing. We're gonna upgrade the panels. We're gonna edit our models. We're gonna include it, even though it's a cheap one, just because it's gonna give us that edge versus our competition. So they are researching other stuff, but as you can see, it's in technologies. It tells you where it has become ubiquitous, and air conditioning seems to be happening on budget right now. So this is basically on luxury vehicles. That's the $4 signs. So we're gonna need to go next onto aircon, because that seems to happen onto the budget vehicles, and we want to make sure we can offer the same or more as our competition. So we're still, yeah, we are making a bit less money, but our expenses have dropped a bit. Yeah, components purchase is the biggest impactor here. Capital investment just a little bit. Raw materials, debt interest, debt repayments. So these two eventually we want to get. It's not a big chunk, but it's a sufficient chunk to make me a bit worried. I think we could go for better research or more research. So we're gonna do that after we've get aircon. So we can improve paint, and we'll do that. I think we don't need this one. It's maybe one too many. But we're gonna let this one finish up, and then we're gonna use, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's still gonna be in the way. We're gonna move it a bit to make way for more space. Okay, that one's gone. So paint, dry undercoat, paint finish, dry finish. What I do want to do though is move it back, because you can add some glossy finish to things. So just for that, in preparation of that, I'm sticking it a bit further back. So we're gonna add the conveyor here. And I've got to delete this. I have no other choice. This one is going to go straight, and we're going to import resources like so. Environmental features, very well. We're going to go for aircon. We're going to need to add that to our vehicles. We're going to let this vehicle get through the line, and then we're going to remove it. Yeah, I know he's waiting, but it's coming. Just give me a moment. So there we go. Paint finish, dry finish. There we are. Okay, I think unless taking it off, there's no real way. You can't really optimize to the best. Okay, so this is still being a big slowdown. That's fitting the body frame. We're gonna, as you can see, the body frame has still so many more components to it that you can actually see. So we're gonna add a conveyor to an extra one of these, and we're gonna add also robots. So we're gonna have this just as quick as the other. We're gonna squash all of our slow moving bits. Fitting accessories, we're gonna add some robots to that, because this is pretty slow. We could add a second line of fitting accessories actually, which I think I'll do just about now, because we want to increase productivity. Increasing productivity is what's gonna make us cheaper in the long run. No need for conveyor, so that's good. And again, better robot, more robots, getting this throughput. I think we're gonna need faster drying eventually. Okay, now this is being a slower bit. Fitting of the roof, no, that we're good. All right, air conditioning. So that is something now that we have researched that we have caught up on with our competition. Now, for the rest, it seems like they're pretty far off, and I want to improve our process and actually improve our administration. So I want to get some quality assurance soon, and probably body design. So we're gonna go for, actually, wait, and research centers. Probably research centers first, because it's gonna allow me to be that much faster at researching. We're still making money. As long as that operating profit is above that line. You don't make much money if it's not a lot above, but you're still making money. So that's a good thing. We don't have to take another loan. Maybe the smart move even would be to take another loan, but it's a risky move, you know, to just improve this line even further. I think we're gonna try something else. We're gonna add robots here to see how we can jumpstart this faster. And I think we need another body frame. Gonna add a backup one, just because this is just slowing us down so much. We're gonna buy some robots, we're gonna get a resource conveyor, and that's gonna be it. And I think we need to add a resource importer, just because, yeah. So we're gonna have a kind of a central axis, and we're gonna modify our sedan to include air conditioning. So I'm gonna add it, jump its value just so that it's at the edge of the budget one, but it has a cool features. So we need to do some discounts about this, because this is an old car. It doesn't have air conditioning yet. I think it's going to be sold eventually, but we're gonna add a 5% discount for that. For now, we could be more aggressive if we would wanted to sell stuff, but we're doing okay. We have 3% progress here. We're gonna improve this. We're gonna keep improving this slowly but surely. Right, so we need more research. We got fitting of the air conditioning in the fitting of accessories. So can we actually? No, so we need to add that aircon. I think we can add it here, fitting of the aircon. Because otherwise it's just in the name, but it's coming out without the air conditioning. So now we're adding the air conditioning right now, so that's okay. So we had that almost missed, but we're good to go. So Chief is saying, yeah, okay, some stuff changed, basically competitiveness of the car market. So you can see where, as you can see, the budget, where we want to be is the compact budget as well as the sedan budget. These are the places to be at. Gonna add a bit of a shortcut here for our resources to be able to circulate more freely from the different conveyors that we have. So they are getting heaters. They're focusing a lot on that. We need to get way more research offices. I think that's what we're gonna need. It's a lot of money to pay these people, but the more we have, the faster we'll get new researchers. So how is this looking? Okay, that was all of the capital expenditure. If we need to take another loan for research, I'm fine. That's the thing I'm not too worried about taking loans for, because eventually it'll pay itself back. Once we start selling those cars, as you can see, it's just empty. We just cannot produce fast enough. Doesn't matter if we don't have enough features or other stuff. It just goes like hotcakes. So we got the aircon in. Let's see, where do we have slowdowns? It's still at the paint, but other than that, and I think we could get an additional chassis assembly. That's the other slow stuff. Okay, good. We're gonna go for the research centers. We're gonna then switch it up. And we need the resource conveyor. There we go. Eventually we need to start building our own stuff. Components are taking like a bigger and bigger part of our expenditures, and if we want to remain competitive, that's what we'll need to do. Got robots here, we didn't have them here. We're gonna get robots just to produce these chassis a bit faster. They are not, okay, they are not fully waiting. They're just waiting a little bit, but it's okay. I think I'm fine with them. One of them just waiting once in a while. It seems like it's going in a continuous flow. Here it's also not too bad. Now where we're waiting is here. So we need to get drying, like faster drying. Either that or we do another paint line, or yes, painting line. Okay, so automatic windscreen wipers. So more technologies are getting done by our competitors, but we'll be fine. We're gonna catch up eventually. So how is this? Research centers are moving at a good pace. Could add some more research centers here, but I think we shouldn't overdo it with our expenditures. We are just flirting with that operating profit line being on the positive. So now we're having a bit of a slowdown here. The chassis are starting to pile up. I mean, we could just make another fit body frame line, or we could get the research to improve it. but I think, where is it? Yeah. Fitting of the wheels is becoming an issue. I think that's the one that is taking the longest now. Yep. Fitting of the wheel assembly. That's taking long. Okay, yeah, everything else is waiting here. That's not good. So, fitting of the wheel assembly, yeah, running, or it's waiting for resources. That's what's happening. It's not that it isn't quick enough, it's just waiting for the resources. So, technology-wise, I think we are okay. Maybe leather interior we'll have to worry about at some point. But what I think we should do, if we get wheel specialization, then eventually we get to do wheel manufacture and stuff. But body frame specialization, maybe that's where we struggled a lot. Or we could just keep on going with the administrative stuff and research body design, just to get into that next body market. All right, what we need to do, we're gonna sell these and get the research office, research centers. They are much better for the same amount of space. Let's keep an eye on our, yeah, they cost a lot of capital investment. So as you can see, because these give us 0.8, this gives us 2 per minute. So, we're still making profit. Income stopped for a reason. No, everything is okay. Income is still happening. Because our expenses could have just also spiked because of the wages, you know, of these scientists. So we gotta be mindful with that. I'm gonna sell this one more. I feel like our science may be taking too much wages. How much is this? 6 employees, 6 employees. So actually wages aren't even having that big of an impact. It's just that we stopped selling as much just because the cars are not going through as quickly, because the resources aren't getting as quickly to this fitting of the wheel assembly. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, we should go for the wheel assembly next. It's okay. We're still making money. Yeah, this we're gonna need. All right, now they're selling pretty good. We are getting back into the positive side of things, so we're gonna add another research center. I'm gonna sell these 2, and maybe, yes, we got the design studio. So now I want to get for those wheel specialization. There we go, because that's gonna be needed. Design studio, way too expensive for us right now. But at least we've got it. What happened here? Message for him. We need to produce a lot more cars. Yes, we are. Like, this is piling up right now. I think actually, yes, this is being the most significant blocking point. And it's just a matter of getting resources to it. It is quite far from the resources pipeline. So that's what's making it get resources so slowly. So maybe if we spread it out, we should maybe do, I want to see what is it that is not making on time. Tires, brakes. basically everything. So we're gonna go for any of these. The cheapest one is the wheels, so we're gonna do wheel manufacture. Oh, I probably pressed something. Wait, yes, blueprints. That's the one, so where you can actually just copy. It's gonna be fine. So here is the fitting of the wheel assembly. We want to remove that and make all of these individual additions. Fitting of the wheels, but the steering assembly is going to be a bit of a problem right now. What we can do is we can grab this one, move it forwards. Let's connect it. This one, we'll move it forwards. And we're gonna have to move these forwards as well, like so, eventually. Wait, we're gonna let that one. Okay, you can go up there. And the steering needs to go forward. Next slot not found. Oh yes, I know why, because this is not connected, like so. Now it can move forwards. Moving this one forwards, optimizing the layout, moving that one forwards. This one is fine, and now we can put the fit tires there. Perfect. We need resource conveyors. Here is where we broke it down. All right, fair enough. Now it's going better. Making of wheels. Now we have wheel manufacturer at our fingertips. Now I wanted to get faster drying. So we need to go for improved efficiency, and we can make wheels. So our production needs to be not too far out from what we are doing. And I think here, if we start about here, it's not too bad. So here we go for faster drying. I need to connect some the resources there. Now we are producing internally, so we may need to work with some stockpiles, but we'll be fine. All right. What is going on next? Oh, okay, this useless message. So how does this now advance everything? Steering wheel is now, assembly is now the blocking point. With faster robots, it seems to help a little bit. So insufficient features. So that is what we are getting called out for now. What were we researching? Yes, so faster drying. We're gonna go for more features right after this, but it seems like we have optimized and streamlined our production line a little bit. Now we have, as you can see, vehicles moving a bit everywhere. Yeah, fitting of the steering assembly seems to be a bit of a pain. What we can actually do is we're gonna move that one here. Where is the steering assembly? There. And, oh, but we cannot get through. We just split it. Yes, we're gonna move it here. We're gonna move that one here, and then can get a conveyor here, and split it up to go like so. And we need resource conveyor here. Something to bridge the gap. Right, so this should improve things by a whole lot. We're gonna get some better robots here. We already got them there. So we've kind of duplicated the line here so that we are getting a better throughput. And we got new facilities, which were the designs to do that. We can still not afford. Maybe we should get a loan, another loan. How is this one doing? Early repayments. This is not too bad. We're gonna keep it going for now. Okay, fitting of the accessories is becoming the bottleneck. I don't see a way of getting it faster other than researching fitting of accessories and splitting it up into its individual components. We're not gonna improve that just yet. We're gonna go for accessory specialization. Just exactly that. We're gonna need it eventually. Okay, yes, we're gonna improve a few of them. Faster drying here, faster drying there. And then, yeah, for now, only these need to be basically buffed. I'm gonna choose next production. I think we're gonna go for some of those. As you can see, auto steer, headlights, leather interior. These are things that have been becoming more ubiquitous. So we are going to do the same. We're gonna go for driver assistance first. And we're gonna modify our line once more for the fitting of the accessories. Now, we're gonna need extra space. So all of these cars, unfortunately, I'm just gonna sell them. That was a mistake. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go, so that was fitting of the steering assembly, fitting of lights. So we needed this twice actually. Now I did a mistake. That was actually not in a bad place. Fitting of the steering assembly, like so. So we need to bring fitting lights together, fitting horn, fitting seats, fitting windscreen. So we need to make space here. Fitting of the aircon is fine, and then fitting of the dashboard needs to happen right before the fitting of the electronics. So we are running out of space once more. Just because I'm duplicating this. Let's see, what if we move it around to here? And then we can actually, let's see. If we move these things around, we're just gonna duplicate everything from fitting the powertrain to fitting the radiator, fitting the exhaust, fitting the wheels, fitting the steering assembly, which is here already. Why did I get... Okay, fitting the wheel assembly, I should split up in its individual components. That's why. Fitting of the tires. There we go. And now fitting of the lights, horn, can all move one back up. Fitting of the aircon as well. And now we can fit the dashboard, or can we? We cannot. Darn it. We're missing one extra slot. We're gonna move, well, we're gonna let these two move about. Yes, and then we're gonna move quality inspection there. Fitting of the electronics as well, and fitting of the dashboard now back here. All right, that's as good as we can make it, I think. And we're gonna need resource conveyors. I think these just need to get connected. There we go. Now we're losing a lot of money. We're gonna need to maybe get a loan because we need to refill all of this. I think we're gonna need a loan. I don't know. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Driver assistance, auto steer headlights. There we go. So something's happening because they're not going towards this line. And it is fitting of the powertrain as well. I don't know why they just keep on going forwards. Because maybe it's because that line is fast enough. We'll see. Did I miss something? Fitting steering assembly, tires, wheels, brakes, fitting exhaust, fitting radiator, fitting powertrain. Yes, we gotta accept that loan. So that was basically us not paying attention, but we'll take that opportunity as well and use the loan for the design studio. And what else is getting more and more used around here? Leather interior, we're gonna choose that. And we can actually start researching that compact body. We're gonna go also and improve our vehicle and add auto steer headlights. This is making it really expensive, but I think it's because we're not getting that throughput as before. Okay, let's see how that goes. Here we need to buy extra robots. We're not getting enough headlamps. Can we build our own headlamps? Fit lights, make lights? No. Gonna need to be able to make them. Okay, this is... Let's get robots for that. Yeah, we're basically waiting for lamps. That's something I've experienced a lot of time. Leather interior, we're gonna include it. Apply options. Okay, so it doesn't want to get here, which is extremely odd. So, fitting of the powertrain. I don't know why. Gonna do a conveyor that runs like this. All right, now it wants to go to both sides. That's good. Fitting of the powertrain probably needs extra robots. Okay, now this seems to be extra robots here as well. Extra robots. All right, seems to be fine. Seems to now we're getting a proper throughput. We're gonna need what will we need actually? Yes, we need to be able to make our own lights. So, where's that one? Here, lights manufacture. I think that's important. We're gonna finish stocking our research centers. I think a couple more just will give us that extra edge. Okay, and we're gonna need eventually to go for marketing, because right now we have basically no brand awareness, but perceived quality is pretty good because we are producing slow enough. We're also making money now on our vehicles, so, and as you can see as well, insufficient resources for the leather seats. That's really the lamps and the seats. They've always been a headache. So where are the seats now? Seats manufacture. So we're going to manufacture our own lamps, and they can be made nearby. I think we're gonna make them somewhere here. Resource conveyor. There, we're gonna bring in the steel and glass from it, and we're gonna have to upgrade to bi-directional headlights, so we're doing that as well. So there should not be, and we're gonna do, oh yeah, we cannot manage our imports yet. So we're getting also stuff from outside, but it's fine. I think eventually we'll get around it. Okay, seats manufacturer, that's good. So now that we got seats manufacturer, I think we're gonna need eventually high pressure nozzles, maybe better, faster robots, more robots. I think more robots couldn't hurt. And we're gonna make our own seats. Now, to make our own seats seems a very good place here. If need be, we'll move it around, but right, we're making our own seats now. Locally made, very well, there we go. So, technologies, what else can we get? We're gonna get basically everything that our competition has, and yes, we're gonna work for heaters now. We're gonna basically try and beat them to the punch to what they are doing. But basically, just keep on doing that. What is taking more time here? Fitting of the windows. Okay, we had to import windows, and that was taking a bit too long. We're gonna add a shortcut to the conveyors here, so they may be coming from this end. And yes, insufficient resources. Every time there's an insufficient resource. Yes, we're gonna edit our model, we're gonna include it, and we're gonna apply the options. Now, cruise control as well. We're gonna basically eat them up. Make the most expensive budget car there is, but have all of the nice stuff you need. If they are selling like premium vehicles and we have a budget vehicle that includes everything that the opposition has in their premium vehicles, who wouldn't want and buy our stuff? We're still doing good power-wise, so that's also positive. Yes, edit models, we're gonna include it. Choose the next research, central locking. We're basically, again, just beating them to the punch everywhere. Now we got insufficient resources on the servos, on the axles, so that we'll need to also address at some point. Yeah, we are just struggling with the throughput of incoming materials. We're gonna add another resource importer. Now maybe we could even go for, where is it? Faster resource imports, there we go. But we're gonna add a resource importer just in case, get an additional conveyor. Just making also a bit shorter routes whenever possible. Where are we stuck now? I think yes, faster imports. And what we should work on now is, because eventually we're going to start getting defects, so reworking on them is going to be needed. But I think, well, let's have a look. What we have insufficient resources of. So insufficient brakes, insufficient, I think these are door panels. So we're gonna do door panel manufacturer if we can. So we were in the door specialization, door panel manufacturer. Costs a little bit of time to get there, but that's the central piece here that's basically making us wait a lot. Otherwise it seems like throughput is pretty good. Here again it's slower, but we're gonna get robots 2 on actually, just so that powers through. All of those chassis can make it through. Okay, now we got a body frames. We're gonna buy robots 2 here as well, and we're gonna get robots here as well, just because, not because we are slow, but once those resources are there, you want to get those chassis through as quickly as possible. Eventually we'll get our own door panels. We'll make a production kind of here nearby so that it doesn't take too long to get there. Now it seems like we are having, yeah, quality check is taking a long time, so we should basically split it up in these 4 components whenever we can. Because right now, yeah, that's what's limiting us at the end. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for quality assurance next. It's almost done. We are at 98, 99. There we go. So, quality assurance. It's very expensive, but it's gonna be worth it. Make door panels. I think I'm gonna put it... Wait, wrong button. So make door panels. We're gonna put it right in the line of that conveyor belt, so we don't have to build any more. And there we go. There they are. Imported, imported. Wing mirrors imported, make door panels. They are just getting... I don't think we are even producing them fast enough. Or are we? Now it seems to go a bit better. We're gonna add faster drying on the first step as well. And then we should get high pressure paint nozzles. Or even faster drying. As we can see now, paint, now that we've unblocked this, this is still a big blocking point. We could get another fitting of the body frame, or we just could get the individual sections. That could be our next research. That would make this entire area a bit faster. Two different options, but I'd say just as effective. Now, I don't like to work too much with the supply stockpile, because I don't think you can really work yourself to be as quickly as possible. I mean, if you put your production of what you need right next to where it gets consumed, then you've pretty much got it as good as it goes. All right, we got the compact body. So what we'll do is, here's a compact body. We'll make it right on the edge of mid-range again. We'll add everything we can on it, make it very desirable. Let's give it the nice orange color, and we're gonna start producing that on this line. There we go, the compact. We're gonna remove the sedan, so we're gonna have basically these two. Each of them does one style, and then we could do, and then we're not gonna really gonna go for any of the other body styles, so we're gonna go for 5-point wheels, which is the cheapest. Get all of these special things just to differentiate again our vehicles if need be. Sufficient features, purchase from rival. So they're starting to purchase from rivals. Poor value for money. And you get lots of stuff there. What are you saying? We need to produce a lot more cars still. So we're still not even making enough. Paint is again being that limiting factor. It always ends up being the thing that limits me the most in my run-throughs. But yeah, and we'll just keep on working our way up. We are not producing fast enough. To me, it's still not fast enough. We're not selling fast enough. We should probably build up an entire second line. Quality assurance is being that really blocking point. And now in paint. Because here is pretty much okay. So we're gonna go for that extra faster dry finish, and then quality assurance once it's done. All right, there was a defect on that. I think we're starting to get our very first defective car, but it still anyway gets sold, no questions asked. Because we're gonna need also that there's another component that goes for the repairs. I'm afraid we may run out a bit of space, so we're gonna have to move. Yeah, fixing defects. I think we're gonna go for that, because once quality assurance also starts working better, it's something that you need to take into account. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna move our power production somewhere far off. I wish you didn't have to click that movement button every single time. But neatly next to our offices there. And then, so the rework requires some space. So last is emissions check. So this would be if we do that. Okay, and then can move it around one, or maybe actually if we come from this end, 1, 2. I'm gonna do it like so in prediction of what we'll need, and we're gonna get the conveyor to go this way, like so. And then I think this is how it's gonna end up after we've had that quality or that fixing bit. I think that's fine. And then we could even get another fitting of electronics if we see that that becomes one of our blocking points. Defects next slot not found. What happened? What did I miss? So emissions check, performance check. Oh, okay, I found the problem. This conveyor belt here. There we go. So there's defects. So we detect them, but I mean, the only I could just like eliminate them. But it's okay. I'm gonna let it through. They are still selling very well. I think because it is in the budget category, people expect it to have a bit of defects in it, so they still sell anyway. It's not a big deal. No export room because we are basically already full with that. So where is it? Turbo drying. That's what we'll need, and we're gonna put that rework line in here just as predicted. Now that one went through, unfortunately. 5-point wheels, we're gonna edit, include it, and I think in the where were we making wheels? Think no, that's door panels. We're making wheels here. It's okay, we don't need that. I'm gonna black wheels. Why not black wheels? So we're gonna need that advanced fault diagnosis to increase our chances at removing defects. So we're still selling well though. So 14%, time is running out. We need to increase that production once more. Now it seems like this line is pretty much okay. That has a very high throughput. Paint is being the limiting factor. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. We could actually, and we will, rework all of this to add an extra paint line. Gonna let them through. We're gonna, where is the paint? Paint here, paint on the coat. So we're gonna have one here, one here, one here. So paint on the coat, dry on the coat, paint finish, dry finish. Yes, upgrade everything. And faster overhead conveyors. We're gonna need that. We're gonna put conveyor that goes like so, one that goes like so. We need resource conveyors, very well, that's not a problem. All right, stuff is happening. Marketing could be a good thing to go next to, because we need to start selling more. Although we are not really producing that much. So we're gonna go for automatic windscreen wipers. Ooh, in-car music. That's now becoming ubiquitous. So we need that. Resource. Yes, we need the resource conveyor that comes from here. Shortcut through there. And that here. And now we need to get our conveyors up and running. That one goes through there. There as well. There as well. Out here and out here. So now we got 3 lines fully, not fully maxed out, but very good dryers. So this should improve everything. We don't need this anymore. We can make this a 3-way conveyor, just so it looks nice. Okay, we got market entertainment. There we go, in-car music. All right, let's see, where is the next bottleneck? Paint seems to be okay with these 3 ones now. We need to see how that goes. Yeah, these robots. Okay, we need, eventually we'll need to get this faster. As you can see, all of these chassis start piling up. Yes, upgrade, edit models, all of them include, make this the best vehicle that they will want to have. Just need a bit more power. There we go. All right, our profits dropped just a little bit. It's to be expected because we kind of did a break in the line. As you can see now, it's stacking up again here. There was a lot more empty space having these 3, but we are importing a lot of paint, really a lot of paint. I don't think we'll ever be able to manufacture our own paint in-house. And the bug finally happened, the one where the music kind of just, I think it's, you reach the end of the loop and it just stops. So now resources are starting also to be a problem again. We just don't get resources fast enough because they ask resources at the end of the cycle. So we would need to go for, what was it? There is predictive stock control. Yes, that we need to go for. I think that's going to be the last thing we're going to go for. We're going to do marketing, which we are doing now, although it's not really vital. And then, because we are still selling, like, we just don't get enough vehicles out of the production line and fast enough. They're really, that's really the problem. Now, paint is not being a blocking point anymore. We're just not being fast enough here. Yes, predictive, where was that? Predictive stock control. And for everything that comes through at the end, here's not too bad. Aircon maybe requires some extra robots. There we go. Extra robots here. Edit models. Yes, apply options to those rims. Leather seats. Why not leather seats? Let's leave it. Let's get that design company working. I think it goes pretty well. Red means we're waiting for resources, so that's a bit of a problem. So leather is what we cannot do in-house. We have to get it from outside. Look at this. Oh, we so need predictive control. The importers are oversaturated. Got a marketing department. We're gonna start making ideas. It's needed if you want to get sales going afterwards. Gonna do another resource importer. I think one here. Then we're gonna get another resource conveyor light, predictive. Yes, we're gonna invest in the predictive stock control everywhere. Turbocharge overhead conveyors. Yes, because we got these long lines going a bit from everywhere. But how did that now the predictive improved things? Well, there's still the rims. We were building wheels somewhere. No, that's lights, door panels, making seats. Aren't we building wheels? Can we not build wheels? Let's see if it will make wheels. Yes, they're here. Upgrades, alloy wheels only. So nothing we can make. Those special wheels we're gonna have to basically get from outside. And we are still not producing as fast as we could. The next thing we'll do is the body frame improvement. I think we've mainly, but not exclusively, improved our supply issues. Here is where we're blocking things. Yeah, some more stuff in the market department. The music just vanished. There's that bug going on. Okay, so it was body frames specialization. Research now. That's, yes, this is the body frame. So this is gonna make things a bit quicker. 750 should be, yeah, this goes up quickly. It's a big of a faster stream than, or longer stream than before. Hello, Oscar. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help you out. It was work I did a long time ago, but it's still helping people today. It's very satisfying to see that. Thanks for the kind words. So we're gonna go, chassis specialization could help out. But we're gonna go for extra technologies. We need to play a bit of the catch-up game again. Automatic windscreen wipers is happening. So we're gonna get that new assembly, and as you can see, there's a lot more stuff happening. Good thing we kind of gathered up 1 million, because now we can actually work our way. What is this? This is fitting of the roof. Okay, so that's pretty much its own thing. So we need to reach there. In any case, maybe with 2 things. So we're gonna fit the vent first. We're gonna try with 1, and then we'll see how that goes. Although I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna work our way perpendicularly. So we're gonna come, yes, we're gonna remove that fully. Gonna let it advance a little bit. This seems to be okay. Let's get that going. We're gonna move it this way. And then we need the fitting of the vent. Gonna add like so. Or actually no, fitting of the vent. We're gonna make it arrive. I think if we do, yes, if we do like this, we could potentially have 2 outlets. So fitting of the vents, fitting of the arches can be split up again. And then bottom trim. This is okay. What is this? Fitting of the arches. I just had that bought. Okay, well, we're gonna sell it. Doesn't matter. So fitting of the bottom trim, fitting of the bumpers here. Fitting, yeah, front bumper and back bumper. So we need to leave a bit of space. Fitting of the trunk, fitting of the hood, and then fitting of the body shell. I think this way we're good. We're kind of moving a bit around the place. Like so. doing a bit of an S, but it's okay. Then resource conveyors. We need to get that thing going again. Make these shortcuts. I think now we're good to go. Next slot not connected, yes, because the conveyor is going the wrong way. Like so, should be fine now. Next slot not found. Oh yeah, I get it. I get what happened. As you can see, these little arrows, that's going the wrong way. No, it should be fine. There we go. All right. Maybe we'll need to use robots, but we'll see. For now, we had a bit of a slowdown. Buying robots here. These are waiting. Waiting is not good. Edit models. Yes, let's add all of this. And then we could go one up and oh yeah, sunroof is still something that our competition has, and then keyless entry, power steering, there's still a lot of stuff we're a bit behind. We are now improving. I think we should have maybe faster conveyors. That may be the thing that is making our factory a bit slower. Almost done with the sunroof. We'll edit our models, apply, and now I'm gonna go for those faster conveyor belts because we actually have quite some space. Faster conveyor. And now I think I'm gonna have to finish the stream. This thing is so addictive to me. I guess why it is in part similar to my day job, because it's what I like doing, optimizing things, making things run smoothly and as efficiently as possible, making money in the end by just being better at doing things than others. And faster conveyors, that was it. So we're gonna have a look at what the next thing could be. Advanced fault diagnostics maybe, or building stuff. That would reduce our costs, but right now we are fine. Safety features, yes, keyless entry. There we go. Right, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoyed watching this stream. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't. Check that bell and everything around it, and have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed watching this production line stream just as much as I enjoyed playing it. Bye.